Oh, God. Oh, I cracked something in there.
Hey, at least your injury's caught on camera. That grievance is going to be easier
Absolutely.
to file.
Bell Media, get ready to pay up big time.
Hey, welcome to SportsCenter with Jay and Dan. It's the day after the Grey Cup. Hope you got to watch the game. We're going to be talking a lot about it this show.
Yes, we will, Dan. But first we have to talk hockey. And Carey Price, what a terrific return for him over the weekend. A shutout over the Sabres and a very tough test on Monday against the reigning Vezina winner, Sergei Bobrovsky, and the Blue Jackets going for a 7th straight win.
What a matchup.
This is a terrific matchup on a Monday. If you were in the Montreal Canadiens viewing region, you saw it on TSN. Scoreless early in the first period. Buzeto de la Fe, Bobrovsky. Gallagher's 200th career point. 1-0 Hab, tight. Moments later, Montreal power play. John Bartlett of TSN on the call. Duran's 4th snaps an 8-game drought. Montreal challenges for goalie interference, but the call on the ice would stand. It is the first goal allowed by Price in nearly 5 periods. Bobrovsky stretches out, keeps his team within 1. Buzeto retour sur la field. Bobrovsky. Jordy Ben, great play to deflect it. John Tortorella, fudge. Price, 37 saves. Torts didn't want to talk about his 0 for 5 power play.
I am tired of dissecting our power play. So we had 10 chances in the power play. Tonight's problem was we didn't finish. We developed a lot of scoring chances on it. And this is my last night that I'm speaking on the power play, okay, for all of this, because I'm tired of talking about it.
Wild and Jets hockey fights cancer night in Winnipeg. Nick Ehlers, that's a cool haircut, showing his support. The Jets are celebrating. Ehlers and Kyle Quincy get tangled up. That leads to a scuffle. Everyone involved, except the goalies. The Jets score 7 unanswered goals. They hammer the Wild. They've now won 7 of 9, the Jets have. Paul Maurice, hey, what a guy.
Paul, how do you like your team's bounce back after?
Yeah, good. There's some money on the floor there, Falls. I just don't want everybody dive for it at the same time.
A lot of great post-game clips so far on SportsCenter with Jay and Dan. Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania, the Flyers have lost 7 straight. The Penguins are coming off an important win over the East's top team, Tampa Bay. Seems like a perfect time to play our favorite new game. Name that fan. What do you think, Dan? Penguins fan or Flyers fan?
He's Flyers fan. Oh.
No, Dan, he's excited. He's happy. His team's doing well. He's a Penguins fan, and he's had a few. 2-1 Philly. That, by the way, was my dad. Jakub Voracek runs into Matt Murray. Murray stayed down, had to be helped to the dressing room. He was ruled out with a lower body injury. He'll be reevaluated Tuesday. Bad news for the Pens. So Tristan Jarry comes in relief. Check out this deflection. Oh, my gosh. Is that a thing of beauty or what? Crosby, 10th of the season, 4th in his last 4 games. The Flyers have lost 8 straight. 5 of those losses have come in overtime.
Panthers and Devils, Roberto Luongo, 1 win shy of becoming just the 2nd goalie ever with 200 wins with 2 different teams. The other, Patrick Waugh is the other. Opening period. John Moore, wrister hits the post, off Luongo's back. Aaron Ekblad dives, clears it out of the crease. Beats Corey Schneider from a horrible angle. That's the winner. Luongo gets his 200th win as a Panther.
All right, we should also mention Gabriel Landeskog's been suspended 4 games for cross-checking Matthew Tkachuk in Saturday's loss to the Flames. Landeskog was given a 2-minute minor on the play. It's the 2nd suspension of the Avs captain's career, the first a 3-game ban back in March 2016.
Very important Monday nighter in the NFL. Ravens and Texans. Baltimore in better freaking win this game mode after Buffalo beat KC Sunday and jumped over the Ravens into the 6th and final playoff spot in the AFC. Ravens, this is interesting, playing in their first Monday night game since Call Me Maybe was at the top of the charts. Carly Rae Jepsen,
She's still very popular.
2012.
She should do next year's Grey Cup halftime show.
That video with Tom Hanks, classic. Seals the deal as the Ravens do win a game they needed to. So if the Ravens win, they find themselves in the 6th and final playoff spot, knocking Buffalo out of a playoff spot based on tiebreakers. That was a crushing loss for Houston. Now find themselves 4-7.
Well, after their stunning win over the Stampeders for the 105th Grey Cup title, the Argonauts touched down in Toronto Monday morning. Ricky Ray, with some silverware, spoke about their celebration.
Pretty quiet. Guys are pretty tired. Not very much sleep last night. We had a good after party, at the hotel with everybody and family and fans and stuff. So it was pretty calm on the flight home.
It's like a small dot at the end of the tunnel, and it just got bigger and bigger as we got closer. We're looking at the parade, and it's just amazing. We scheduled it, and we actually get to go through with it.
The Grey Cup rally is on Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Toronto time. And you can see it, if you're not in the Toronto area, on TSN's 4 and 5. Meanwhile, the 105th Grey Cup presented by Shaw, the most watched CFL championship game since 2013, when Dan and I left for Los Angeles. There was an average audience of 4.3 million Canadians on TSN and LDS. The audience peaked at just under 6 million viewers late in the fourth quarter when Bo Levi Mitchell was picked off by Matt Black, sealing that Argos victory. Well, when we return, Cavs are in Philly. LeBron facing fellow #1 overall pick Ben Simmons for the very first time. Those highlights are coming up, plus an interview with Shania Twain.
This is big. TFC's Greg Vanney named MLS Coach of the Year. Guided the Reds to the best regular season record in MLS history, with the club posting 69 points. He also led the Reds to 3 straight playoffs with a chance at a 2nd straight final. And he is the first MLS Coach of the Year winner for a Canadian-based club. It's pretty cool.
The Memphis Grizzlies stunned the NBA World Monday by firing coach David Fizdale after a slow start. The king of social media himself, LeBron James, among many current NBAers, shaking their head at the move. Vince Carter, Damian Lillard, Dwayne Wade all tweeted their support of Tisdale, who won 2 titles in Miami with LeBron and Wade as an assistant coach. The Cavs were in Philadelphia, looking to continue their recent hot streak. LeBron taking on Ben Simmons for the first time in his career, declaring himself a big brother and a mentor to the former fellow #1 overall pick. First quarter, LeBron taking it to the rookie with the old 6-stepper. King getting his way early. Hey, he's LeBron. He can travel once in a while. Then he sizes up Simmons and knocks down the 3. The news got worse for the Sixers. Simmons here appears to land awkwardly on his right ankle. Remember, he missed his entire, what would have been his rookie season. Moments later, he left the game with an ankle injury, did not return. X-rays did come back negative. He'll be reevaluated Tuesday, but Cleveland is now on 8 straight.
Pistons and Celtics. Avery Bradley back in Boston for the first time since being traded in July. Spent 7 seasons there. They gave him a standing ovation. Bradley, off a pick and roll with Andre Drummond, lobs it up for a center, and Drummond destroys who? You're going to see a lot of Drummond. Fourth quarter, one more time. This is a nice finish here. Oh, makes it so easy. Bradley, 13 points, 5 assists in his return. Irving held the 18 points. Drummond reads the Celts inbound perfectly. Flush and harm. Drummond, first visiting player with at least 25 points, 20 boards, and 5 assists in Boston since Wilt Chamberlain in 1967.
Wow.
Celtics lose at home for the first time since their home opener.
Huh. Looks like they're slumping. They're 18-4. Yeah, let's walk over to Tim's Lounge. This is producer Tim's Lounge, where we discuss the sports news that Canadians are talking about.
These cards are blank. With under 5 minutes to play in the Grey Cup, the Stamps had an opportunity to go up 2 scores. And after making the first and goal reception, Kamar Jordan was stripped, and the Argos, who returned the fumble, and tie the game. Calgary's Marquis Daniel was very critical of his teammate after the loss.
Who's going to get in the end zone, make it a 2-possession.
You're not going nowhere. We had 2 hands on the ball. Like, where are you going? I mean, you're in traffic. Put 2 hands on the ball, go down. At worst, we get a field goal right there. Like, I just don't get it, honestly. So, I mean, it is what it is.
I said,
wow.
I said Marquis because in Toronto, there's Queen's Quay, which is spelled Quuay, and it's pronounced Key.
Our producer, G-Bone, came out and literally told you how to say it seconds before we came on.
Yeah, I was.
Hey. I have, that's pretty disappointing. I know a lot of people have been criticizing Marquay all day long on the social medias. That is pretty disappointing. Listen, I understand the disappointment. You saw Dave Dickinson after the game. I've never seen a coach so devastated in my entire life. Like like a gut punch. You have to feel for the Stampeders team.
But don't throw your teammates under the bus.
No, don't throw your teammates under the bus.
And don't throw Shania Twain under the bus.
Do not do that.
She made an entrance and a half to her Grey Cup halftime show using a dog sled to get to her place, and then a Mountie hands her the mic. She put on a show.
Okay.
Woo. He's back. Hot tamale. So when she came on, so my 10-year-old, my 6-year-old were watching, and my buddy and I were trying to explain who Shania was, and he was trying to get the kids to grasp it. He was saying she was the biggest thing in music for the longest time.
And she's making, it was a perfect Grey Cup halftime for her because she's making this big comeback. Rave reviews across the board. Bring her back next year with Carly Rae Jepsen, double bill.
I'd go.
The game was amazing. Yeah. One of the best Grey Cup games in recent memory, but maybe not for everyone. As we see in the dangerous world of the Grey Cup cameraman. There we go. Everything's, oh my God! Oh! Actually, I think that might have been worse for the player. This has been the dangerous world of the Grey Cup cameraman. Yes, it is. The Argonauts returned to Toronto Monday, as I mentioned, with the momentous shot of the team getting off the plane with the Grey Cup that was almost ruined by a familiar obstacle, as we see in another edition of Are They Related? Popular long-running segment. Here we go. Now, you remember last week, Dan, when a bus drove in front of the Weather Network's camera shot at the George Dome implosion?
Oh, yeah.
Terrific stuff. Well, the same thing happened Monday at Toronto's Pearson Airport. A bus drove right in front of the Argos plane. It eventually moved, and cameras were able to capture Ricky Ray exiting the plane with this Grey Cup. So, thankfully, that one wasn't quite as bad as the Weather Network shot, but you have to believe that those two buses are indeed related.
If buses can mate.
And we sent our Coors Light reporter to investigate all the Grey Cup parties in Ottawa. His in-depth report, our good friend Brendan Halloran, one of our star writers, he will be here to talk all about that when we return. What do you say at the beginning?
Yeah, that's what whenever I'm at Tim Hortons drive-thru and I get my tasty treats, that's how I respond. Time for the Tim Hortons drive-thru. Biggest stories of the day. Canadians beat the Blue Jackets 3-1. Carey Price, 37 saves for his second straight win. Jets beat the Wild 7-2. Scoring 7 unanswered. Mark Scheifele, 3-point night, goal and 2 assists. Winnipeg's now won 7 of their last 10.
Well said, Tom. Hey, it's a combination of our names, Jay and Dan. That's why we call it the Jannies, the most important award segment in Canadian history. LeBron takes 6 steps, which is not traveling 7 steps.
So great to see Carey Price back. Oh, that caramel looks good. Carey Price, Fairmays, Laporte.
Where's the caramel?
It was over on the other boards there.
Caramel is the best chocolate bar.
Put caramel in some brownies, you got yourself a good.
Caramel is #1 with a bullet. Patrick Sharp, robbed by John Gibson.
Crunchy has something to say about that. Crunchy chocolate bars?
No. Caramel numero uno. How did they get the caramel in the chocolatey pockets? Good question.
How about Carey Price there?
Yeah. The caramel of goaltenders.
See LeBron and D. Wade. Yeah. That didn't. D. Wade pretty much wearing a snowsuit out there.
Yeah. Got snow pants. I'm going to put my snow pants on. Panthers and Devils. John Moore robbed by Roberto Luongo. I like a coffee crisp as well. After Maryville defeated Oakland in a high school football game, quarterback Dylan Hopkins can be seen with a cheerleader, and it all seems fine. And then it turns somewhat domestic as she pulls out his face mask, dragging him around the field. Now, this was similar to something we remembered when Jimbo Fisher, then coaching Florida State, took his quarterback at the time, Jameis Winston, by the face mask after he made a mistake on the field. So, bottom line is that high school quarterback is basically dating this man.
It's terrifying. Tiger Woods continues his return to pro golf. Monday, played 9 holes in preparation for the Hero World Challenge. It's this weekend in the Bahamas. Woods played with Patrick Reed, routinely driving 300-plus yards, sometimes driving past Reed. By the way, he has played in just 3 tournaments since August of 2015.
They know what it feels like, these Calgary Stampeders, to be close and watch it slip through their fingers. First and goal from the gate. Fake to Messam. Look out. Jordan bounced off first contact. And then fumbles the football. It's picked up. Cassius Bond's got it. Only Mitchell to stop him. And Cassius Bond racing down the field. And it's an Argo touchdown.
It's hurt, man. It sucks. Like, where are you going? I just don't get it, honestly.
2nd and 5. Mitchell gunning end zone. Markin Michelle. It's intercepted. Picked off. Matt Black has the football. The 105th Grey Cup is double blue.
Let's see a Stampeders fan's reaction to that finish in the Grey Cup. But hey, experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. No, it's not. Not feeling any better? How about making mistakes simply means you're learning faster? No? Okay. How about all men make mistakes, but only wise men learn from their mistakes? None of that's working?
Nope. And
for Tuesday, I hope we have a happy top 10.
The top 10 happy sports moments, inspired by Dan's refusal to show any more sadness.
That's right. I like to see happy things. So this is a show where you come and you get to think about happy things.
Yeah, you forget about your troubles for the day.
That's right. Speaking of troubles, you're going to have some trouble picking out who's going to win 1v1 next.
Hey, nice segue. Just like this segment, 1v1. It's guys, it's Gore, it's Ram. First, the challenger, Carey Price. 2nd straight win over the Columbus Blue Jackets. And here, the biggest save of them all, robbing Nick Foligno. Right there. Pat stop. DeVere Posey is your champion. He's going to try to dethrone him, but it's going to be tough because that is the 100-yard longest passing play in Grey Cup history. Ricky Ray to Posey. En route to a Grey Cup win, go to 1v1, tsn.ca/1v1 to vote. The winner will be revealed on Tuesday's edition of SportsCenter at 6 Eastern with Lindsay Reversal of Fortune Hamilton.
You blew it. We pointed out our errors. I said Marquis when it's Marquay.
And I apparently said David Tisdale, not David Fizdale, because I was thinking of the hometown of our good friend Brent Butt of Corner Gas.
Remember, on every Tuesday during December, we're going to be reading letters to Santa Claus. We want you to send us your sports wish list. Send it to @JandDan with the hashtag Dantaclaus. And even if your kid makes a little list, take a picture and send it to us.
And of course, we want you to donate to our Movember page. Sports Center with Jay and Dan. Go to Movember.ca and you'll find it there.
So
and here's our progress.
Did the Grey Cup atmosphere do anything for this mustache? Oh, you need to shave this your whole face. What is going on with you?
I don't know. I've been neglecting myself.
Oh,
Dan Dander. It's Dander. Nice mustache, though. It's really coming in this year.
I think you get more facial hair when you're older.
We're definitely older.